Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lays the groundwork for the romance that fans have pleaded for between Steffy and Carter. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, everything is set up for a new sexy couple in Los Angeles. The authors have never attempted out one match at Forrester Creations over the years. A romance between Steffy Forrester and Carter Walton has already been alluded to in rumors. Are they at last becoming a reality? It appears that Carter Walton and Steffy Forrester may wind up single at the same time because there will be a lot of pair swapping and breakups this fall. Will there be sparks? Below are spoilers for what will happen next on B&B. On her trip home, Steffy Forrester is rumored to be dropping a bomb on her husband when she lands. Steffy departed to get her head together, or whatever she called it, a long time ago. According to a widely circulated online rumor, when Steffy returns, she will confess that she still has feelings for Liam Spencer, which will not be well received by her husband Finn. The Shin marriage is in its latter stages due to Steffy's mixed feelings for her former and Luna Nozawa's resurrection. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton will be back on the market around the time Steffy and Finn are divorcing. Steffy and Carter could start sharing their sympathies at work, since they will both need someone to lean on. Could an odd and twisted series of circumstances ultimately pave the way for Carter and Steffy to develop an unforeseen romance? After breaking up with Hope, Carter turns to Daphne and begs her to get back together with Liam. Carter informed Hope that he had retrieved her line and asked her to marry him today, despite Daphne's caution. Liam thinks of Hope as he examines a family portrait at Brooks. Beth spins around after descending in her dress. She is as beautiful as her mother, he claims. She asks him to snap a photo of her and forward it to Hope. She's hoping that her mother will attend their dance. According to him, her mother is occupied with her fiancé. With a sigh, Beth asks him if he truly believes they will marry. She claims that although Carter is kind, she would prefer that her mother wed Liam. He says, "Kid, anything can happen. Does it matter though? They will take care of her regardless of who is around her." He says they should start dancing because the sun is going down. She is prepared. He puts out the balloons, cupcakes, and pink punch for her. She claims that if her mother returns in time, this will be the greatest dance she has ever done. Carter tells her in the Forrester office that he wants to marry her today, in order to ensure her happiness for the rest of her life. She sucks. Hope states that she would prefer to create plans rather than act impulsively. Beth texts her, telling her that her kid is really eager for her to be there. She wants to spend tonight with Beth and Liam, Carter assumes. She is not required to attend a father-daughter dance, he notes. He encourages her to be with her family since he can tell that her recollection of this will be much more amazing if her mother is around. Somehow she feels like she's letting him down. He advises Beth to stay for as long as it seems right and claims that she is the one who should not be disappointed. Carter is aware of the gift that Hope's love is, and what it feels like to experience it. She expresses her gratitude to him for everything he has provided her. He is aware that they both held out hope for the future, and are able to cherish their memories. If they are both sincere, it's clear that he believes she wants to be with Liam again after his miracle. She tears as he removes the ring from her finger. As the sun sets, Liam and Beth dance back at Brooks. They continue to dance as she stands on his shoes. The three of them laugh and dance as Hope joins them. He sees that Hope's rings are missing. Ridge informs Brooke in the showroom that Carter persuaded him to bring it back. She expresses her admiration but notes that her daughter seems to be pulled back to Liam. What Hope will do is unknown to them. Brooke wishes to follow her intuition. Ridge comments, "Just like her mother." When Katie enters, they inform her that she has returned. "That's fantastic," she continues. But she has more important news about Steffy. "Luna is alive," Katie declares. Daphne observes that Il Giardino is busier than normal. According to the bartender, Deacon restarted the open mic night. Carter responds that he has arrangements with Hope when she texts him to invite him over. The bartender encourages her to sign up to sing when she finishes her drink. "I don't need any encouragement," she says. Daphne rises and begins to sing. When Carter enters, he is mesmerized. He tells her that she was correct about everything when she joins him at a table when she is done. In love he is a failure. Katie's red alert, Beth's wish and Daphne's solo. Here is a recap of the bold and the beautiful. Daphne Rose performs a solo on today's program. Beth Spencer's dream is granted. Additionally, Katie Logan informs Brooke Logan Forrester and Rich Forrester that Luna Nozawa is still alive. At Brooke's residence, Liam Spencer reflects on Hope. Looking like a tiny princess, Beth dashes in wearing her blue dress. According to the father, Beth is equally as attractive as her mother. They email Hope Logan a photo. Her mother's wedding doesn't excite the young girl. Carter Walton is someone the girl adores, but she doesn't want him to wed her mother. She desires the reunion of Lope. They arrive at the dance because it's becoming late. There are cupcakes and other sweets on display. Beth hopes her mother will return in time. Carter wants to wed Hope today at Forrester Creations. The woman waits for her phone to ring. The picture of Beth and Liam makes her swoon. She wants to be with them, the COO assumes. She is not obliged to attend their father-daughter dance, Carter continues. But if Hope is present, he can see how this will be an amazing memory for Beth as well. She should be with her family, the man advises. During their conversation, Carter abruptly declares that she has always wanted to reunite with Liam. Hope begins to cry as the man removes the ring from her finger. They bid each other farewell with a final kiss. Later, while Beth and Liam are dancing, Hope stealthily walks in. The young girl is ecstatic to meet her mother. Hope no longer wears the ring, as Liam observes. Bridge discusses Hope for the future in the showroom. They argue over whether Hope and Liam should get back together. Katie steps in. Ridge and Brooke promptly inform her about the return of HFTF. That's fantastic, but there are more serious problems, the brunette says. Steffy Forrester Finnegan is involved. Katie finally cuts to the chase and declares that Luna is still alive. Carter watches from a table as Daphne performs a solo on stage at Il Giardino. She joins him at the table after finishing her song. Her ability to sing has left them in awe. He exclaims, "I had no idea you could sing like that." Carter clarifies that she was correct in every way, and that he ought to have paid attention to her. He describes himself as a romantic loser. "Are you?" Daphne asks, placing her hand on his. Carter runs to Daphne after ending Hope's engagement. At open mic night, Carter Walton broke off his engagement to Hope Logan and ran to Daphne Rose. According to the bold and the beautiful, Daphne was shocked to see how packed Il Giardino was, and the bartender informed her that Deacon Sharp was reviving open mic night. Carter finally mounted the stage to perform a song after Daphne sent her an invitation. Hope put a stop to Carter's immediate marriage proposal at Forrester Creations on Thursday's B&B episode, stating that they needed more time to make plans. Hope began to imply that Beth wanted her to be present after Liam Spencer texted a picture of himself and Beth Spencer dressed as a father and daughter dancer. Carter gradually realized that Hope needed to spend more time with her family. Since that was also Hope's desire, Carter saw that Hope should go create memories and offer Beth her parents' reunion. Soon after Carter sobbed and took off Hope's engagement ring, he said farewell to her and ended up at Il Giardino. Carter was obviously upset by his breakup with Hope, but he was immediately captivated by Daphne's performance on the open mic night. Carter referred to himself as a loser in love and assured Daphne that she was correct about everything once she sat down at his table. "Are you?" Daphne asked, placing her hand on Carter's. In the Forrester showroom, Brooke acknowledged that her daughter was feeling drawn back to Liam, and thanked Ridge for bringing Hope's fashion line back. Ridge was irritated by the information until Katie Logan arrived with startling news that Luna was still alive. At twilight, Liam and Beth began their dance at Brooke's house as Beth hoped her mother would attend. Hope did, in fact, join Liam and Beth in their dance in the living room. Liam appeared relieved and happy that he still had a chance with Hope after realizing that her engagement ring was gone. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope and Liam may decide their future together now that her relationship with Carter is finished. Keep checking back. When you watch, it's frustrating and all you can think of is putting Luna's butt back in jail to get rid of her never-ending contented grin. Luna recalls the incident. Her smoking gun is it. She has shown evidence that he was aware that he wasn't sleeping with his partner. It didn't happen, he claims. However, the night Luna attacked him was shown to the audience. Will did take off the mask, revealing Luna's face. He was too busy kissing her though to notice. Luna had dreamed about the occasion as well. What does that signify for the soap opera? It happened. Let's get started. This pear cannot be sliced any other way. Luna attacked Will on the evening of his celebration. In order to take advantage of him, she made him more susceptible and less restrained. There is no denying that. But by exposing that there was more to that evening than Will is prepared to acknowledge, B&B is probably going to muddy the waters of this tale. The mask continues coming up in the plot. Elektra wondered why the mask she had thrown away was the only thing connecting Will to the notion that he had been with her. Her physical type is not similar to Luna's. He should be able to tell the difference between the two girls because he has kissed them both. And whereas Luna had been intimate with someone, Elektra had never been. Therefore, she doesn't believe the scenario will put forth, in which Elektra would propose to him for the first time in a spare apartment at Il Giardino when he was intoxicated. He is unable to provide an explanation for it other than stating that he was too drunk to make the connection. But when it came to his passion, Luna was honest. Will didn't appear to be aware that his partner had never had sex with anybody else. Fans asked why the situation was set up the way it was, and one possible explanation is that Will briefly realized he wasn't with Elektra and possibly thought it was Luna. In the wake of horrible deeds, soap operas have no qualms about fabricating love stories. As Luna's pregnancy goes on, it wouldn't be shocking if Will starts to fall for her despite her actions. Despite his insistence that Elektra has his heart, we have witnessed his attraction to Luna. He gave in to her solicitations, failed to block her number when she was flirting with him via text, and even tried to trap her by wooing her. Will wants her imprisoned. He has made that obvious. However, he sat on her bed to assimilate the information when she told him that she was the person he was with on the night of the party. He let her to touch him as well. Since their initial encounter together after her character was rewritten, Luna has been too familiar with Will, and this hasn't changed in the wake of the attack. Fans have correctly been criticizing what transpired in the surrounding text, but it appears that we will have to saddle up. Although mistakes are inevitable, it appears like the B&B authors are allowing for a potential plot surprise. One thing will change Will's view of that evening and probably support Luna's conviction that Will wants her, even if he refuses to acknowledge it.